Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Stratego game. This is going to be a ranked game against on one of my accounts. It's not my main account, but yeah, it's against Doc D, this gold player. So going to be a pretty difficult opponent. So yeah, I'm gonna see how I play in this game and like what I do, like what plays I make to either win or lose, whatever the outcome is. So yeah, let's get into this game. So he's advancing on the left mostly, which makes me think he could be a Marshall Blitzer. In the center, that scout, in like this, on, I believe it's, yeah, this the scout that just got taken by the lieutenant, E4, I believe. It's not guarded very well. I need to change my setup so then it gets guarded by better because it's only guarded by a sergeant and a minor, and that's just not good because he hit the sergeant, and it's just not a good thing for me. So I don't really want to reveal a sergeant for lieutenant and then lose a sorry, reveal a major for lieutenant and also lose a sergeant and a scout. So that piece is moving down pretty aggressively. I thought it was a bluff at first, but now I'm not really sure. Okay, so yeah, he moves in. I don't. So yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure it's a bluff, but it might not be. Scout to see if it's a bluff, and it is not a bluff. That's for sure. So he brings the scout down. I'm gonna take it with my captain to make him hopefully think that the spy is my marshal. So then he might attack the major. That's my logic behind that move. So I get pretty lucky there. He hits a lieutenant into my captain. So I just hit up. We get a minor. I I got enough stuff out of the captain. So I'm happy with that. And that's a fine trade for me. So we know a colonel and we know a general at this point. We still don't know the marshal, which isn't the best. So I bring a colonel up there because I don't think the other piece is the marshal. So I want to get that piece and then trade. That's my goal from that. Moves his colonel down. That's about what I expected. So if I held there, even though it wouldn't matter for me, if I held there, he would probably suspect the marshal as being, well, the marshal, or maybe the general, and I don't want to suspect that. So I move it down, and then he's bringing another piece down. I don't think that's the marshal. I'll be very surprised if it is. It's probably either a colonel or like, yeah, or like a bad piece. So I'm doing pretty well actually. I'm down a captain, but I'm up two lieutenants, down a sergeant, up a minor, down two scouts. But I know a general and a colonel, and he knows nothing. So that's pretty obvious bluff with the scout. But we do find a colonel. That makes me pretty surprised. So, because I'm pretty sure this guy, because of his level, I'm surprised he did not suspect that was a bluff, or maybe he just didn't have anything he could take it with. So I'm gonna try to bluff him with the scout here, just because I can. And let's see if he buys it or if he just hits it. So he brings that up. I know it's not higher than a major because it came from the front row, and also I know both colonels in the general, so I'd be totally okay if I found the marshal there. But I highly doubt the marshal's like in the center there. So I can't take that, which really sucks. Now it's pretty obvious that my scout's a bluff. Because if it wasn't, I would have taken that piece with major. But I still come up with the scout because he might not think it's a bluff. He's doing a lot of like moving a lot of pieces over there. Maybe try to get the marshal down. Yeah, so it looks like he's bringing that piece down. Um, it could be a bluff, it could be the marshal, but I'm not really quite sure yet. So he just hits my major with the scout, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm gonna see if I can bluff him there. And no, he's not buying it at all. I only lose a scout, so it's fine, but it's just kind of unfortunate. So yeah, at this point again, we have all the info on him except for the marshal. So if the marshal gets revealed, I can go general right, and I can get a colonel. So that's pretty nice. So I think that could be a bluff. It could also be the marshal. So that's interesting. That piece is not the marshal. I know that. Okay, I'm honestly shocked by that. I'm very surprised that he took my major there because that could have very well been a marshal major spy trap and that marshal did not move. I am I don't think it moved, so I am very surprised he did that. And now the general comes in and then take my captain. Okay. So yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that because my marshal did not move. It was pretty obvious it like was actually like it wasn't a bomb because I was using it to guard stuff. But still, I'm very surprised by that he just hit that because that was a pretty big risk because it could have very well been a marshal major spy trap. So we get the colonel there, but I am still down a major and two captains, so it's not really good. And I can't save that captain. I should have went left to get him 2 square before he moved it there. So that was my fault. I'm gonna end up losing captain because even if I do a 3 square, he's just gonna trap it. I mean, he's just gonna like fork the captain and the colonel. So yeah, I lost the captain when I did not need to. I could have easily saved it. So at this point, even though I'm up a colonel, I am down a major and 3 captains, which is quite a deficit. So yeah, this is not good to be down. So yeah, this guy took a little bit of a risk and got a big reward from that risk. Also, this guy I've noticed that higher up players they yeah, that's right. I don't know why they disconnect sometimes and then just come back in. But high level players I've noticed that they almost never like move more pieces than necessary. Because as you can see, this guy's only moves I think those 2 pieces, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. This is coming down the left to do something not really sure he's doing, so I had to trade that off before he gets that miner in the back row. So I would not like that. See, I trade that off. I'm bluffing that miner in the center as a bomb. So if I had a bomb there with the spy. So yeah, this guy looks like so I'm guessing so this guy looked like a Marshall Blitzer on the left, but the general was in the center, so it might have been a general blitz on the center. So that miner, I should not have moved that because he probably knows it's the probably thinks okay that was pretty lucky, but you probably should have thought that was a bad piece. I don't know. So I get a scout, which is nice, and we find a major. So at this point, I'm thinking that I need to somehow bluff my colonel. Um, but it is pretty obvious because I did have a general colonel spy trap, so I have to somehow bluff my colonel and then get his and get that major with it. But even so, I'll still be up a colonel down 3 captains, which is still definitely losing. So that's not a good situation to be in for me. So that's pretty unfortunate. He takes a scout with a minor. I have to take it with lieutenant. So yeah, this game is not going very well. Only thing I've learned from me is that my colonel is not known, but it is pretty obvious, so it doesn't really matter much. So now at least my colonel is invincible, but I don't think I'll be able to capture much with it. So here's a mistake that a lot of lower level players do. When the highest piece on the board is traded off, they'll often the first piece they'll move will be their next highest piece. But I intentionally didn't do that because my kernel was already relatively obvious because I assumed this like in board read. So I made sure to bring out a different piece. So yeah, so I bait out a scout with my lieutenant there. And he's bringing that piece down, probably a minor of sorts, or could be a captain going for my lieutenant. So that's really unfortunate. It's just very unfortunate. Takes that minor with the sergeant. Then yeah, then we're in trade. That was just not good at all. So yeah, this game's not going well because I have even though I have a colonel, this guy has all 3 majors and all 4 captains. So we find another captain there. So I'm thinking that in order to win, I'm gonna have to get that major and the captain. So that's pretty unfortunate. It's a major with the spy. So now he's gonna be out the trade with his known major. And I moved my major over. That's not good because now he can kind of force a trade by like yeah. So that was not good because I'm like gonna let him confine my major to that side of the board unless I have to like spend a lot of moves to get it back to the center. But yeah, my opinion, I should not have moved that major to the left. But oh well. So I do have three squares, so I won't get captured. It's just not a good situation to be in though. So the flag, so that lieutenant is known, so I'm not entirely sure why he did that. He scouted that like 10 moves ago, so something like that. So I found that pretty interesting. So his flag, so where do you think the flag is? So the general came from the center, the marshal came from the left. So I'm thinking the flag is somewhere on the left side of the board. And I think the right side is just filled with bombs. It's probably just all bombs. Well, not all bombs, but just like bombs, sergeants, miners, scouts, just like useless pieces. Well, not useless, but like lower level pieces. So he's doing that. That's obviously a major. Um, I can't. I know that I'm gonna lose my lieutenant if I don't trade, so I'm just gonna let him trade for me. So he still has all four captains left, which is a pretty bad thing. So at this point, I'm thinking this flag isn't the most popular flag spot in the game, which is like one. It's one square left from the middle tiles. It's like on D8. So that's what I'm thinking this flag is, and I'm thinking I have to send a miner up to get the flag. I think so. At this point, I'm thinking that yeah, so I need to take out my colonel up the center and a miner up the center, and then somehow get the flag. So here that just busts my theory of the flag being there. Well, it still could be there, but it might just be open. Now I'm thinking it could be in the corner, but that was a captain that I scouted, so it's not in the corner. I bombed in, so it's probably somewhere open on the left side, or it could be bombed in on the right. But typically, Marshall Blitzers, like almost all the time, their flag is bombed in, or sorry, open on their blitzing side. So at this point, I have no clue where his flag is. So yeah, I try to bluff that as my colonel. He's not buying it. He just hits it with the major. So at this point, I'm pretty sure he knows where my colonel is. It's just not a good situation because he can just keep all the pieces on the diagonal and never lose any of them to the colonel. So he's threatening my lieutenant. I'm just gonna keep avoiding it with two square. At this point, I don't really know what to do because it's kind of trapping my colonel by threatening to take that lieutenant. See, I know that my colonel can't guard both my lieutenants, so I'm probably gonna end up losing one of them here. So that was a pretty bad move on my part, but that was also a pretty good bluff on his end. Bluff that as a captain or major, and scouted my colonel. So that was pretty unfortunate. So yeah, he confirmed my colonel. So yeah, that's basically the end for me. Because now you can just avoid it and just take all my other pieces. It doesn't help that I moved that captain up because the less moving pieces you have, the better. So yeah, he's just gonna end up trading everything off. So I'm thinking this flag is bombed in maybe C8. I'm not entirely sure. Sorry, C10. I'm thinking about chess here. Yeah, C10. Okay, so I cut last few minutes because it was a very boring part of the game. Like basically nothing was happening because I couldn't move any pieces besides that colonel and lieutenant in the center, or he would just capture them. So here I get to go to lotto. Yeah, so I have to sack my lieutenant for that. So I don't really know what to do at this point because now I'm thinking the flag's bombed in on the right. So yeah, so here I don't really know which piece to hit. I'm leaving my flag wide open, so it's basically like just hopefully his flags. I don't know why he disconnects again. So it's point I'm basically hoping that his flag is open and I lotto it. But here I don't know why I'm not lottoing something that I can't decide something to lotto. I don't know why I'm going back for defense because it's pretty much too late. 'Cause that's pretty obviously a minor coming down. It's the lieutenant. It's pretty it's unfortunate. And then he hits himself into a bomb. I'm guessing that that's just to confirm that is where my flag is. So I hit that with the sergeant because I thought it was a minor, and unfortunately it wasn't. So yeah, this point I can't really do anything. So this game I probably shouldn't have been as indecisive like with the lotto. Like I was down so much I kind of had to lotto, but I don't know I didn't want to because that's probably because it's not in my nature to lotto. So here I don't know why I'm taking like my time making my decisions. Basically, so yeah, that's a GG because his miner captured the bomb, so it's gonna capture my flag. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you want, you can like go into the comments and tell me what I did wrong. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.